Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Matt Cart, where me and my beautiful wife Veronica go to garage sales and thrift stores and the Goodwill bins like today to find things to resell on our eBay store. It's a Friday, and Fridays for us typically aren't the best at the Goodwill bins, but I haven't been in a while, and I'm really excited to see what we can actually get. But before we do that, we're gonna grab coffees because we need them. At the start of the day, I went through a bunch of bins that were left out from the night before. Unfortunately, we don't find too much at the beginning of the day. However, when the very first bin arrives, it was a clothing bin, and I stood in front of one shirt that I thought I saw a single stitch on, so I took my chances with it, and actually, it was really good.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it!
And I was right, it was a single stitch shirt. It's actually a GBH, which is a punk band shirt. It was pretty beat up and it had its tag cut. However, some of these shirts can sell for big bucks, so I have to figure out what I'm gonna do price-wise for this, but I still think it's a great score. We also grabbed some other stuff earlier in the day, like this shirt and this Meowth Pokemon figure. The next bin to come out was a media bin, but then it was followed by a clothing bin, and I actually got one of my best scores in the past few months.
I know, it's sick. Yeah. It was just buried. I was there like a few minutes after. No one touched it. It was at the bottom. They might have thought it was like a shower curtain or something. That's nice though, eh? Yeah, I know. I got an Oxy that for sure. Yeah, Y2K. Yeah, I freaked out thinking this might have been a t-shirt. Space Jam vintage 90s pillowcase. You got Michael Jordan there and all the Looney Tunes squad. Pretty good. 1996 is the date stamp on there. I wish there was another one, but still, this might be have some value to it, I think.
Holy look at all this damage!
Unfortunately, there were no games in that bin. However, we did find some cooler vintage clothing a little bit later, like this nice vintage Calgary Flames hat. And then we had a few rough bins in a row, but then finally we got one decent toy bin, and we ended up finding some nice 80s toys.
Alright, so not bad toy bins. We're actually going to put some of these back. These are cars. I don't know, I grabbed them thinking I might do a lot with them, but I just don't think there's enough value in these ones, to be honest. Unfortunately, but we did find some nice 80s Commodore or something. They look like Transformers originally, but these are actually 80s McDonald's toys. Found a nice vintage Stormtrooper there, and I grabbed this. I actually had this Transformer complete. This is just like the bottom half where his legs are, so unfortunately, just a G1 Transformers piece, nothing too crazy. But not bad. We're actually doing pretty good in the toy department now. So I think when it comes to clothing versus toys, we're definitely doing better clothing-wise.
Oh no! Oh no!
And we did end up grabbing some video games along with a jersey that we actually got a little bit later on. Mostly Xbox and Xbox 360 games. I'm going to show you everything else that we get once we're back home.
Alright, so we spent about 16 bucks on all this. I'll give you guys a closer look when we get home. I think we did pretty good for what we spent. Alright, before I show you guys everything that we got, we actually have a bunch of stuff that we have to ship out. If we don't ship it out today, it's going to go on Monday, which is too late, right? That's a little too long for the buyers that they have to wait. I don't want them to wait that long, right, Mary? Hey, they don't usually help us. They actually impede us when we're trying to do this type of stuff. All right, welcome back to the Matt Cave, where we have everything that we got today on the ground from the Goodwill bins. I have to say it was probably a better clothing day than it was video game and toy day, although I'm really happy at the fact we did find some video games. Nothing too crazy though, but we're gonna go over everything that we got today. First off, with the clothing, well, not bad, as you guys can see. We did get some vintage stuff, some Y2K stuff, so I am happy about that. We did get a lot of hats right here, but the only two real vintage hats we grabbed are these two. There was a bunch of trucker hats that I grabbed. I think I had like 10 at one point. Ended up selling 2 at the bins, and the other ones I just gave to someone else because there wasn't really anything crazy. It's mostly just like, you know, branded stuff like Hawaii travel hats oil hats, but this one's really cool. This is the only one that I picked from the whole lot that I grabbed for myself. Hawaii, I love the color. Now I just have to find something with a little bit of orange in it to actually rock this as an outfit. Really cool. I do like these type of trucker hats though. Also grabbed this one. This is also vintage. Nice Calgary Flames hat here. This one, I don't know. This one might be a Poshmark sale. Just very interesting. I like the design of that. Just not my style personally. Now, clothing wise, nice England jersey here. I showed someone else this. They said that they believe it is fake. They might be right. It might be fake, but it's actually a decent fake. This is actually from the 2010 World Cup. It was that World Cup with Robert Green, the goalkeeper. He like missed a blunder against USA. So that's what I think of when I see this jersey. Nonetheless, it's yeah, it's actually not bad. I mean, he said this is fake. It's possible. It could be fake. I'm not sure though. It might be real. This one right here is some nice Levi's my wife grabbed for herself. We grabbed some nice single stitch shirts here. This one's from the 90s. Really cool. I saw a sold comp for this for about like 27 bucks. Some of them sell for like around 40. Depends on what color, but not bad. Really, really nice. I love finding single stitch stuff. Like this is also a nice single stitch tee. My buddy at the bin saw this and he's like, you know what? This one actually might be really good. We looked it up. I couldn't find a sold comp on this exact shirt, but this band is actually like a punk band from like the 80s and 90s. And this could sell for like 80 to 100. I don't know if this sleeve is cut, but it's pretty freaking cool nonetheless. I don't find a lot of like vintage band tees. I waited at the bin because I saw a little single stitch mark here like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going for it. And I'm glad I did because this might be the best find of the day. We also grabbed a nice Nature Canada tee here. Another single stitch on nice Fruit of the Loom tag right there. We grabbed this nice Echo Y2K hoodie. Nice zip up hoodie here. Y2K stuff is really popular. This one, I'm probably going to put on Poshmark maybe for 40 bucks. See if it sells. But this one, everyone was freaking out at the bins when I grabbed this. Yeah. It's on the nice white Nike tag, made in Malaysia. Very, very cool pullover here. Unfortunately, it does have some stains I'm going to try to clean out, but I like the nice big Nike swoosh hit at the front there. Very, very cool. Another one at the back. Super late 90s, early 2000s. Just a really cool vintage piece. Now, when it comes to toys and video games, we actually got some decent stuff. This is probably the best one, a nice Wii Sports. It's actually super clean as well at the back, so it should clean. Well, not super clean now that I'm seeing a different light. There's some scratches, but I'll test it. I'm pretty sure it's going to work though. And then we also grabbed a few Xbox games that actually our friend Alex at the bins, shout out Alex, he gave us these. They're nothing too expensive. They're like $5 to $10, but I love this game so much. I played it back in the day a lot, so that was more of a nostalgia grab for me. Nice Battlefront Star Wars. Not a lot of value there, unfortunately. When it comes to toys, we did get some vintage stuff. A nice G1 Transformer piece here, but if you look, I think that's it, right? Yeah, those are the legs. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my God, there might be some Transformers in this. Unfortunately, this is the only piece, but it actually goes for this guy, and I have him, I think, relatively complete. We also have a bunch of old McDonald's 80s toys here, Tomy ones. They're not Transformers. I thought they might have been, but not bad. I do have too many of these ones. They sell for like 10 bucks on eBay each, so these are triplets of the same, quadruples I should say, of all of the same ones. So I might just list one, then list this one separate, and I don't know about this one. It looks like it's missing a wing, unfortunately. But I'll list these two for sure on eBay and then see how fast they sell. If they sell fast, I'll list the other ones as well. We also got a nice Baptista, who's also in Guardians of the Galaxy as Drax. A nice Meowth little toy at the beginning that my wife grabbed. Nice Stormtrooper. I thought this was vintage originally, but I did look and it looks like it's actually a little newer. Just surprising. I think it just got worn the crap out of though. And then we got some Lego Duplo just to lot up with other stuff later on. Oops, before I forget, Toon Squad, nice vintage 90s Space Jam pillowcase. I mean, it's got the date tag on there. Unfortunately, I didn't get the other one if there was one, but you know, if you're a single bed and it's a single, you know, kid, this might be vintage. I mean, it is vintage, but it might sell pretty well. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and with that being said, may your carts always be full.